That's what our male lead looks like. But it's actually a special forces scout. Despite winning 5, 7 years, but your skills are not lost. You can take down a bunch of thugs alone. Handheld weapon. Some people don't know what. Dare to touch your daughter. Let's go to the movie. 7 to 8 shots of a madman. To see our male lead. How to deal with bad people. Hung is currently the driver, container driving for harbor. And there's a little girl named Anne. Every day my two fathers agree to travel together in the orange container. Even though life is in the truck. But my father and I are both very happy. Your child is old enough to go to school. For girls to be well educated. Heroes have to let girls go to school. You'd have to be apart. But the hero couldn't believe it. Something happened to the baby. A few days later, because I didn't see you coming as promised. The boy went to the harbor to find his father. She asked the guard, but only take back words that don't care. Because alone wandering around the harbor, baby and soon, it's caught the eye of people with bad intentions. A guy with long hair like the HKT era approached her. He said he knew where his father was, and tricked her into going somewhere else. The baby was gagged. After the operation, she developed fever and seizures. They thought she was going to die. So I went to a deserted place to deal with it. While the junior is digging the ground, he woke up and ran away quickly. She passed out on the side of the road. I was lucky to be discovered by a good man. When I went to the hospital, I got the bad news. The doctor said, your daughter was raped and led to the disease. Severe depression. She even got hung wrong as a bad person. I hurt myself and screamed in a panic. Until the teacher came running to comfort her. The baby calmed down. What does my daughter do? Any father can stand it. He was driving a truck and crying. I am determined to find out the truth. The hero came to the guard to ask about his daughter. Although the mouth refuses to fly, but the guard's actions, that aroused Hung's suspicions. Go out and investigate more. There's a kind of startle. Hung just came out. The guard was in a hurry to call the AI. After a long search, I finally found the clue. The hero picked up the hairpin his daughter dropped. This proves that your daughter has been here. He was angry, rushed straight into the chalk protection room. See the love revealed. The guard tried to attack the hero, but he quickly rebuked and controlled. There was a call from a little girl. The hero quickly pushed the guard aside. The little girl selling bread came to ask permission to enter the port. The security guard answered under the pressure of Hung. She politely left a loaf of bread and left. The hero questioned at how the guard lied again, but he still stubbornly shook his head impatiently. Hung used broken bottles on the floor to force the enemy to reveal. The panicked guard shouted, Theo. That girl knows. I went looking for her, but I couldn't find the bread girl. Instead, I just saw a loaf of bread fall on the ground. I know something bad has happened. The hero clings to the underside of a suspicious container truck. The hero's feeling was right. The bread girl's lying unconscious in that car. The car stopped in a deserted place. The girl was carried to a black car. The hero quickly followed. The little girl selling bread was taken to a villa to scrub the gate-high wall. She was led in front of a rich lowly. He took the girl's hand, teaching her to play the punishment piano. The naive girl doesn't know what to do but listen. Hero uses hidden body technique. They manage to get past the guards and sneak into the house. Follow the sound of the piano upstairs. And I saw the kid using the doll, seducing her when she's out. The hero approached and carried her away. I went back to look around the room. Without seeing your prey, it made him explode his nose. The next day in a discotheque of music, the rich pervert's name is fluttering. Without even knowing that you're being watched, for a heroic time waiting for the right time. Break into the mansion and kidnap the rich man. When the bald man and his men came to the mansion, I see all the guards have been knocked out. The owner can't see it. After catching the rich man, the hero locked him in his container truck. Let him seduce you into the street. Daddy makes big no kibo for a lot of money, but I still gave him a few shots and put the rich man in the cold. To the evening, Loli's parents went to see the predator guard. After a whipping, the police also have a missing child. The boss immediately sent his men to find the hero. It's been cold all night, but the rich man is still very old. Exasperated hero gives a punch, then continue to run as usual. In the middle of a winding pass, the hero walks past a dead-end public car. That's Hoa's car. She just changed jobs to be a driver. The hero was going to leave, but stopped the car and see oil pipe puncture detection. I wrapped it up, but it didn't go up. So you're gone. The queen saw that and then honked the horn. But I still don't stop. There's another nerve puncture. The queen dressed sexy to wave another car for help. but every driver is too shy to meet the queen. So the result is a glass. A while later, drive the container back together with the new oil pipeline. The car has been repaired. The post-world flower Thu is telling Vy and expressed willingness to pay, but the hero refused and got in the car straight away. Keep going on the road. I found two cars following me. You Prescott want to cut tail, but there were two other cars in front of him, shooting at his head. The hero immediately pulled over to a nearby rest stop. They crashed into a makeshift shack. The gangsters went to open the car door to check, but again, I can't see who the kids are looking around. I don't know why he's in the car. The guy banging on the door. It screams to my throat, but outside the juniors are deaf. No one can hear anything outside of the city. Quickly handle BA names, then hide under the car. But you're hiding. The police officer saw him whistle. The whole group surrounded the car that Hung was hiding in. The hero rolled out and kicked down a guy. Stand up and punch another guy alone. I've got a whole bunch of guys from one side of the car to the other. He used the door to knock a guy over the head. Give the other guy a kick. You're also using car gas caps as a weapon. Tightly wrap the lid of the jar with your hands. Soon there will be more shields. He was beaten up in the car. Hero quick start car. Drive your car out of the box. But the plan fell apart. When the big guy picked up the barrel, go up and throw it in the car. The car swerved to the edge of the cliff. Thugs compete against cars. Don't fall into our hands. Hung definitely opened the car door. Run out the cliff to see the hero. Down the cliff the thugs turned and left. Long roof name. HKT also donated some copper candies to the container truck. Who would have expected to hit the rich guy's thigh inside? It's true that there is a man who is a hero. Happy big network, you're clinging to the steep cliffs. After a lot of hard work, I finally got to the top, sneaking to the container. Drag the rich guy into the cockpit. Where did the bullets come from? If you hit a bullet, go to the ground. The boys used the Tiger Lily scheme. The thugs quickly surrounded. He used the rich man's name to intimidate him, but the guy pretended to faint. Hero negligence that escape. The men immediately aimed at Hung's feet. I lay down on the ground. The rich man came closer and whispered, "If you come here, I'll spare your life." And then you're laughing like a drug addict. He punched him in the face and woke him up. And then you roll down the cliff. The rich man shot Theo with a gun and yelled like she was down there. The hero lies motionless on the ground. I no longer have the strength to open my eyes. But when I remember the happy time with my daughter because of her, I tried to climb again. Hung drove alone to his makeshift house. It's hard to get into the house. With an injured shoulder, Hung opened the cabinet, take out the first aid box. Take out the bullet yourself and bandage the wound. In pain, my son was kidnapped. If you can be saved, you have to stay in the hospital. The boss can't leave it alone. He sent someone to investigate Hung. So investigate raw. You're a former Special Forces scout. 1-5 for 7 years. This time it really hit the fire ant nest. The angry boss retrained his subordinates. The trembling junior came closer. Put the picture in your mouth, in the hope that the boss calmed down to the name. Long roofs also suffer the same fate when not doing business. To the place. So you can also eat a bunch of glossy paper. Hung came back to visit me. I only visit when my daughter is sleeping. The hero gave a bag of money and asked the teacher to take carefully care of the baby. For her advice. Because in the heart of the hero now, there is only one wish. Bad people have to pay for their actions. The boss over here is dealing with the name. He let the baby escape. He cruelly ordered the extermination. The bald-headed man looked apologetic and wanted to make it. The boss is close. You can use the money to borrow someone else's hand. Handle hero. My hands will not get dirty. The bald man nodded, understood what he meant, and immediately Of course, nothing can be solved with money. It can be solved with a lot of money. A group of black men taking orders from a bald man. The driver slammed the hammock, gradually approaching Hung's container truck. I quickly noticed this group, not willing, and began to accelerate. But you're still being followed by motorbikes, and even thrown a color. Obstruct vision. Bags of pigment are constantly thrown at the truck window. The hero just broke a piece of glass to get a view. Then bend the steering wheel into a large field of grass. They're coming from all sides to stop you. Heroes have no other way. It's imperative to stop face-to-face confrontation. A guy jumped in the car and kicked you out. The cars immediately rushed to. He approached and attacked me with a flag. Heroes don't give up either. He pushed a guy down. Go to the leader, jump down and take off your helmet. Turned out to be a ponytail. And you're not alone. That the entire motorcycle army is female, with dark eyeliner and dark lipstick. Everyone's face is full as if they want to eat fresh, swallow hero alive. Sister took a picture of Hung sent to the bald head. After confirming the right prey, the sisters massively plunge into attack. You were a special forces scout anyway. These girls are nothing. The hero quickly dodged the blow and easily wrestled the sisters on their backs. Not again. Beautiful girls throw colored powder at the hero's face. As soon as you cover your face with your hands, he jumped up and punched up. But they've made people blind. Why don't you make people deaf? Calm down. Focus on listening to the sound. Based on the sound, judge the opponent's movements. The hero quickly dodged this side and supported the other side. I can no longer look directly at you. I threw my hat at the hero, and then use a knife and slash and hero gently avoids the atmosphere. Tie your hands with leather. Then tie grandma with a hairy sister. Gold just came, tying up the whole army. The motorcycle even took a video to send to the bald guy, as if to provoke. On the other hand, the rich man's name after leaving still sitting leisurely playing the piano. The boss approached. Remind your son that there is no shortage of money, but life is only one. The boss seems to have come up with a plan. He mobilized more people. Prepare for a plan to protect your son. Long roof names with brothers pretending to be Man Chong Kwan. To the hospital. Baby N is in that name eating food. It's easy to get into the hospital room through people's eyes. He turned around and saw the long roof. Scream out, but there's nothing else we can do. Both the girl and the teacher were gagged. Hung is driving on the road. I got a phone call from Long Roof. He announced that the baby was in his hands. He warned her if she didn't come by herself. Much less bad. Drive to the port as scheduled. They stopped the car and they blocked the way. The long roof also blocked the front, bringing the baby to the end. I saw my daughter immediately get out of the car, just waiting for a large number of thugs. There are weapons immediately surrounded. A guy who doesn't know the amount of force to jump. He was given a punch. I'm going to run to my daughter, but he was stopped by a man. Name hair provocation. You can survive all this meat. I promise I'll unconditionally reunite you. Everyone's face is so hot. Hand 5 low weapon. It's like just releasing wrist chain and going crazy. But because the heroine's willing to risk her life, he attacked in front of some wrench-wielding guys. The hero quickly stole one with a weapon in his hand. Your attacks are like doubling your power. Turn around, turn around. The woman and her husband got in the truck. Now you only have water. Take out all these thugs. I had a chance to meet my daughter. These guys are driving you into a corner. The hero threw a wrench at a guy to open the way. Although the body is fast, but with this number of enemies, you're being attacked before and after. After knocking down the rats in front of them, the hero quickly chased the overcrowded enemy truck. You have to keep turning the other way. Suddenly the name of the city. I jumped down from above. Both sides looked at each other. It's starting to rain hard now. Heroes come to attack first. If you beat me, no one will give up. I hit the hero on the shoulder. Make me fall back. After the hero did not give up, he rushed to attack. The capital I caught the hero and throw you from side to side and knocked him to the ground. I tried to stand up when he kicked me. The hero lies motionless on the ground. I opened my eyes to see the truck coming back. Long Roof Name kept the promise to return the baby back to Hung. He held up his hand to catch her. I saw the girl who fainted and I cried. After the two fathers are reunited, the old man ordered his men to deal with it. They both looked at Theo with angry eyes, then embraced the baby to blame Sao cruel fate. Suddenly, a man with an umbrella came. He quickly defeated the two outsiders. One more beautiful hook kicked down one more. Put the umbrella down. No one else is the queen. You provoke the enemy to run away. Give your parents a chance to escape. She's a girl, but not at all. Your attacks are in danger. It's all fast and precise. A man came to control her from behind. She stepped on the container. Let him talk to his knees. And then there's the other skillful attacks. It is easy to control their weapons. My name is out now. Use your power to push back. She looked at the situation and ran away. She quickly climbed onto the container. Whoever chases you gets kicked down. But right now, the toughest opponent is this kid. You don't say much, people jump up. The two sides are constantly on the right path together. The flower is fast, but with the advantage of fitness and strength. That guy hit you back. Then he grabbed her and threw her away. Without pity, she immediately stood up and grabbed his shirt and kicked him in the neck. He rushed to hit her in the face with his elbow. Then she kicked him hard in the thigh and knocked him over the head. She finally closed it down with a neck lock. In the end, the baby woke up. He hugged his daughter and carried her away. The boys were all killed. Boss ordered to speed up the logistics. After receiving the message, change the schedule. Get on a motorcycle and leave quickly. Without saying a word, she drove at night to an abandoned area inside. They locked up a lot of kids and women. The teacher was also caught by them. I can't handle the hero. The boss took his son to a safe place. Be carefully guarded. Then out. A safe place is Trang and Ninh Bin scenic spot. Name Lily Cute. Sit and play. Between a guard and in front of an audience. But it seems like the boss didn't expect it. The hero approached his son by water. The guard is looking around. I don't know where a bunch of 8 discs came from. Take down a plate. Right in front of the rich man. I don't know what to eat wrong, but he's gently brandishing his arm from the water. He kicked a guard into the river. Then there's the second and third guards. Soon they were all cleaned out. But look back, I saw the rich man get on the boat and run away. He jumped into the water and chased him. The rich are sailing. It doesn't feel right. A hand sticking out of the water clinging to the side of the boat. He was beaten with blood. The hero jumped on the boat and decided to attack directly. The rich man attacked with an oar. Was carried away by you, but with the injured hand. Plus the rich guy's a little tricky. He could easily control the hero. He dropped in on the hero. What the hell did he do to her? Strong in his stomach. Out of control and into the water. I decided to cosplay. The water quickly filled the boat. He panicked and jumped into the river. The opportunity to punch a rich man in the face. The two sides engaged in a recent naval battle. Both sides are equal. But when you're underwater, you have an advantage. He hugged the rich man and drowned him in the water. Not enough time to let the rich man breathe. He kept hitting him on the back of the head. This time the victory belongs to the hero. The hero used his son to intimidate the boss. He ordered all doors to be opened to the hero. Heroes are not afraid of anything. Alone a front line plunge into the lair of the boss. You meet the name. First bald head. This guy is like a meat bag. He used a hero's fist holder. And then he knocked him down with a blow over the shoulder. The hero stood up and attacked. He grabbed her and threw her straight at the pole. I don't know what this guy eats. He grabbed my coat and threw me in a vase. He grabbed his collar and dragged his shoes. This time the hero knocked out that guy's hand. Step on his leg and give him a knee to the chest. The hero quickly climbed on the bald head. I'm going to take him down with a necklock. So no matter how you get hit or thrown, the hero refused to let go. But in the end, we let him out. Don't let him stand up. The hero rushed to kick him in the face and stunned him. You keep using the necklock. Let's see if I let go first or you die first. The skinhead was finally defeated. Just finished dealing with someone. From behind came another man with a knife. This time it's the ponytail. Very enthusiastic but not a competitor. Disabled by you and thrown away. He continued to push but was. The boss threw it aside with his neck. Now it's the battle of the last 2 bosses. He was still talking about his pink gauge a second ago. Seconds later he pulled out the gun. The boss is the boss. People were punching the whole movie and he was playing guns. The hero who came to help him was no less. That counterattack, if you shoot you'll die. The boss punched the hero in the face. The hero's chance to hit back in the stomach and in the head, then throw it straight. If he doesn't have a gun, he uses a sword. He's in the mood to attack the hero. He quickly dodged the blow, rolling to the side. Please pick up your knife. Now the game is level. The good guy hit the boss's leg first. The boss is not weak. I succeed in slashing you in the back. The two sides fall into balance. But who is the hero? You upset the balance and gave the boss a blow. And finally take him down, with a kick to the chest. The panting hero turned to leave. Who would have thought the boss still had the power to charge in with the sword? You withstood a dangerous attack. And use as much as you can. Bypass him again. Learn from previous experience. This time I held the sword to the end. But it looks like he's logged out, so that's it. Then Hung took my loli to the side of the cliff. You choose to jump off or stay in my car. At this time, the queen advised the hero to return to his daughter. He has many crimes, let the law punish him. Thanks to the information provided, the boss's cross-border human trafficking ring has been destroyed. The boss's men were all picked up by the police. There's a lot of young girls, even the unlucky girls who were taken away. Fortunately, they were all freed. Among the girls saved, there is also the child's teacher. Life is slowly returning to orbit. Hero remodeled the container truck, dedicated to redecorating the inside of the car. At this moment, the baby is holding the dragonfly. It seems like she's no longer afraid to see the hero. The two of you sit together and eat lunch. Like the day before, the hero could not help but touch the girl's cheek. He seemed to feel my father's love. The baby uttered a call via this maid, shocked by tears like a flood. Your two fathers are together on the orange container truck. But you thought this was over. At the end of the movie, the boss is still sitting in the car. More surprisingly, the teacher is his daughter. It seems like she's planning something. Is this the opening ending for part 2? What is waiting for? The peaceful life of my parents. Here through the movie, we see that the law of flowers does not leave a sower. The wind meets the storm, no matter how rich, but doing bad things will cost you. So live well in life. Sharing love helps society grow. Help the country progress. Remember to like and follow the channel. Let me be motivated to make the next videos. Don't forget to turn on the notification button to miss out on exciting content in the future.